Good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 98 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour, RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery, a bicycle trip across the United States of America to raise awareness that there are addiction recovery options available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, celebrate recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. So I'm here at Sebree First Baptist Church in Sebree, Kentucky. God sent that I made it here last night. I slept so good. Man, I slept good last night. Finally, I woke up at like 4:45 and clicked upload and went back to sleep. I fell asleep while the video was producing last night. So yeah, I'm about to put a pin on the map. It's kind of interesting to me that I have gone from here to here to here by bicycle at this point. That is one big map to travel across, and I'm really just kind of processing it. I've got my own map, but I never update it. International Gospel Outreach is actually putting all the pins on their map, on their physical map on the wall, and have one also on computer that they're going to print out for me. So yeah, pretty exciting. But yeah, so I am going to get a shower, and then I'm going to get on the road. It's only 9 o'clock. It's 8:48 right now. I'm going to fill out their logbook that they've got here and go ahead and put a pin in the map and start heading toward, I want to say it's called Fordsville. Yeah, Fordsville. And when I get to Fordsville, I'll stay there, and then the next day I'll make it kind of almost to Sonora. Rob Davenport is going to meet me there, who has been following the channel, and I think he met me through Ann Johnson Jones. Somehow a connection was made, and so I'm actually going to get to meet him in person, which is exciting. And then midday on the 8th, I'll go into Sonora and pick up my jacket from the post office. So yes, I won't have to be so cold. It got down to 39 degrees last night. It's 43 right now. So either way, shower, road, food, and you'll see more of that right about now. All right, so I just got done with my shower. I came actually back down here to brush my teeth and grab my passport. It's got my stickers in it. I wanted to put some stickers on that wall back there. And in the logbook, and so Dylan came down and was speaking to me. Thank you so much, Dylan, for hosting us cyclists out here on the Trans-America Trail. It really is a pleasure and a privilege and an honor to be able to have a roof over our heads, out of the cold. It got so cold last night, and have a shower. But would you like to tell the channel what you do here?
Yeah, so I am the pastor here at Sebree First Baptist Church. Actually started here 6 months ago in the middle of March, right as COVID hit. So I preached one Sunday, and then we had to shut the whole church down. And so our congregation teases me about that a lot. But one of the ministries that I have just come to love here at our church is our cyclist ministry. It is amazing the people that we get to meet from not just all over the country, but all over the world. And we are blessed to have you all stop in and to stay with us. We have a shower here. We have oven, microwave, and just some things that might help you as you stop in. But we're the ones who I think are more blessed by you all stopping in, getting to hear your stories, getting to hear your testimonies. So many people, just like Adam, who are riding for different causes and to share the gospel with folks all over the country. I can't think of any other ministry that we could do here that would bring so many people to our little small town of Sebree, Kentucky, like this cyclist ministry. So we are the ones who are blessed by you all. And it is truly an honor to have you stop in and stay with us. And we would love for you to be able to stay with us if you are traveling through. We take anybody who wants to come at any time. We have our numbers on the front door that you can call, and we'll come let you in. So we're happy to have this ministry and support you all.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. It's the love of Christ over and over again. You guys have seen it on the trip, and you know, it's the same thing, a worldwide ministry. It's just, it's neat how God can just take one little place and bring everybody to it. I love that. I love seeing so many people, and this year's been kind of low on international travel because of COVID, but I still see in all the logbooks so many people from so many places who are visiting the Trans-America Trail. So again, thank you so much for your hospitality. And yeah, if you're riding the Trans-America Trail, this is definitely a place to stop, especially if you're headed eastbound, because Fordsville is 55 miles. There's nowhere to camp between here and there. So again, thanks, Dylan.
Thank you, brother.
No problem. God bless. So you may be wondering what it is I do on these rides where I really, can't put any headphones in because I'm in the road, and what goes through my mind. Right now the gnats are kind of bothering me. I love the golden hour where my shadow just goes out forever because everything gets so colorful. But I don't like it because of the gnats and small bugs that one constantly inhales while cycling. So anyway, most of the time each day I'm praying for the person that I'm riding for. As often as I can think about them throughout the day, that's what I try to do. Some other things that I find that kind of pass the time, because one can only pray so much, you kind of run out of things to think about. I've learned how to count each one of my teeth with my tongue. Sometimes I'll start counting like from 1 as high as I can count until I forget that I'm counting, like something distracts me, and then I'll be like, I'll try to remember what that number was later, when I remember later that I was counting, and I'm never able to remember it. I go back through all of the days that I've cycled. I start in Seattle at the Green Tortoise Hostel, and I mentally go around and try to remember each one of the places that I went through, especially like the places that I stayed, and each one of the people that I met along the way. The people are a lot easier for me because at the end, when I compose each video and I go through the list of names each night, I just kind of read each name and pray for abundance, and that those people that have helped this ministry along would
receive bountifully, not necessarily monetarily, but that they'd reap a spiritual reward from you know, what they've invested in this ministry. So remembering the people along the way is oftentimes easier than remembering the places, but I can get a pretty good ways through it all, and it's pretty neat. It's just kind of something that takes a little of my mind off of what I'm doing, on, especially on just these roads where it's just pedal, pedal, pedal. You know, Ends of the Earth Cycling has their thing, pray, pedal, repeat, and I found that to be very difficult, because at a good solid cadence I can just about say dear Lord before I've got to say dear Lord again, and then it sounds like I'm kind of panicked. So, but no, I totally understand what their methodology is behind that, and I agree with it completely. I do think about my family often. Think about what my kids and wife are experiencing during the day, and what I've talked to them about recently. How I can lead them, even though I'm lead them with love, you know, even though I'm out here on the road. Yeah, just a lot of little simple things that kind of pass time. Everything's beautiful, and I love to see what I'm cycling through, but at the same time, I'm the type of person, I have to have my brain engaged pretty much 24/7. I've had a lot of issues today with leg cramps and gluteus maximus cramps, like the actual muscles in my rear end were hurting really badly. And so I stopped at a gas station and got a couple bananas and some crackers, and that seems to have helped. Plus, it looks like I've run out of hills for a little while. You know, Kentucky's hills are just absolutely splendid, but I think I'd rather see them from an automobile. But at that gas station, that was Dillon's in Masonville. I didn't take any video because I've been trying to hurry. As you can tell, it's getting toward the end of the day, and at the 8 or so miles an hour I go on average, 50 miles, I'm spending a good, you know, 6 hours in the bicycle seat. And so I like to kind of get that done as quickly as I can. But anyway, so I'm sitting there on the front porch, and this guy named Ralph, Crazy Ralph from Kentucky, starts talking to me. He's doing some air conditioning work there at Dillon's, and I'll drop some photos. He let me take some photos of his photo book. He just got back from the Smoky Mountains. There's a car coming around, hang on. He said I get to bicycle, you know, pretty often, except I do it on a three-wheeler, a trike. I said, yeah. He said, but I think I've got it a little easier than you. I've got a motor on it. It's a 350 Chevy with a 6-bolt main coming out the back. And I was like, holy cow, what kind of carburetor have you got on it? And he said he had a 4-barrel Edelbrock, and we kind of chatted muscle cars and muscle trikes and motorcycles, of one which I used to own, and the Dragon's Tail there in Pigeon Forge. I saw the picture of the Dragon's Tail with this trike parked up there. But he built this trike all on his own, completely. Put the radiator on the back, and he's about to put it in his trailer, and he's headed somewhere else next week. But fella's 80 years old, still out working, doing air conditioning repair. We're working on all the stuff that the older folks in the area still have that the younger folks don't know how to work on. And I thought it was really neat. And so kind of as we finished talking, he handed me a $20 bill. I literally had only stopped there just to eat a banana. like just a few seconds, maybe. And he gave me a donation. I was like, thank you so much. So Ralph, I don't know if you'll get to see this video or not, but thank you so much for that. And yeah, super cool trike. Now, the Transamerica Trail says to take a right here, and I've already looked at this on the map. But at the end of this day, they're absolutely out of their mind. It goes up and over, like, you know, maybe 100-foot hill, but just like a couple real big humps over the next 3 or 4 miles through the woods there. And I looked at the elevation profile of this road, and it looks flat all the way to the campground. So as much as I've done today and as much as I hurt earlier, I feel much better now. I decided there at Dillon's that I was going to skip that little 3-mile portion of added elevation climb. Anyway, I'm headed into camp now, down these Kentucky back roads, and you'll see more of that in just a little bit. I love you guys. I'll see you later.
Alright, so I made it here to the park in Fordsville. Man, what a day. I'm telling you what, that 50 miles was ridiculous. I don't have any internet service, so I can't download the Garmin Connect info, but I'll upload a picture of just the screen. 50.1 miles today. And it was killer. Like, I mean, my legs are quivering. When I was going to sit down, they were just shaking. So when I pulled into the park here, there was a guy here with his family, a wife and 3 kids, named Tyler Bratchard. And so he was, you know, kind of talking to me, asking me what I was doing. And I explained to him I'm riding across America by bicycle to start a drug and alcohol rehab. And he was like, man, that's cool. He said, you know, I got saved years ago, and I worked in the coal mines and ended up having a, you know, back pain, and got on opiates. He said, I've been clean for 3 years now. And so we talked for a while. He ended up bringing me a box of cereal, gave me some donation, and then he was like, you know, here, find me on Facebook. If you need anything tonight, let me know. You can take a shower at my place. I've got pizza. And I was like, I'm good here for the night. I appreciate it. And he was like, okay. And so they left, and he sent me a Facebook message. He was like, I've got a blanket. I can bring it to you. I can pick it up in the morning. The pizza's going to go bad. And I was like, it's all right. You know, I've got my down comforter. I should be okay tonight. I've got a jacket that I've ordered that's coming in. And he was like, I'm going to bring you some coffee in the morning. You're going to have a visitor. And I was like, thank you so much. I'll take the coffee. Yeah, it was really good meeting you, Tyler. Thank you so very much. You got an awesome family, 3 beautiful children, wonderful wife. She's been sober for years now also, since the birth of her firstborn. And so, yeah, just amazing. Like, it was right at dusk, you know, and they were getting ready to leave, and I was coming in, and it's just neat how God puts it all together. Again, I can't do any of this. It's just neat to experience, I guess. So, I'm exhausted. Like, I'm exhausted. I'm actually contemplating not even, like, cutting and editing this video and just going to sleep. I'm probably not going to do that. If I do, I'll probably wake up in the middle of the night and do it anyway. I can't upload it either way because I've got 1 bar of 1G, which is just enough to, like, post a text update on Facebook. So yeah, that's it for the night. If you know anyone who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me on Facebook, Adam Lineberry, Mobile, Alabama, and I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day.
If you know anyone who is actively addicted, share this with them. I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction. And let's use YouTube as a tool that we might be able to save a life. If you know anybody who's in recovery, share this with them. We're all in it together, and I definitely need the recovery community's prayers and support as much as I pray for and support the recovery community. And last but not least, don't forget, Redeeming Eden is a nonprofit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. I'll leave a donation link in the description. Just click the down arrow and you can find it. You can go there, you can donate one time, donate monthly. It's whatever the Lord puts on your heart. Do know that any funds left over from the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour will go to building Redeeming Eden, the Garden Rehab. Yeah, awesome. Prayer has got me so far, and I'm so thankful for you guys praying for me on this journey. It has been so incredibly cool. And while I've still got a long way to go, I feel like I've already come so far. Just in the genuine connections with people that I've been able to make along the way. So, with all that being said, from here in Fordsville, Kentucky, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.